Welcome to the Write, Sell, Succeed podcast, where it's all about the message you convey that compels your customers to pay. And now, here's your host, Gloria Rand.
Welcome to Write, Sell, Succeed. I am Gloria Rand, your host for this podcast. And I want to welcome you here today because we're going to be talking about one of the subjects that I love. And it's one that is actually something that is part of my background. For those of you who may not know, I used to work for the Nightly Business Report on public television, and I was a writer and producer for that program. And so that was television, and what I'm going to be talking about today is video, the next best thing, and actually maybe even better. And certainly for small businesses, it is an awesome tool that you need to be using to be able to share your message. And that's what this podcast is all about, the message that you convey that will be able to enable you to connect with your ideal client and be able to communicate why what you have to offer is something that they need and that they are going to benefit from. So let's talk a little bit about why online video is so beneficial to your business. So for one thing, let me just start off by kind of throwing out a few statistics to you and whether or not you may have heard of these or not. Here's a couple. So right now, did you know that more than 100 hours of video are uploaded to YouTube every single minute? Can you imagine that? Every single minute. It's crazy. And when it comes to Facebook, the number of videos showing up in people's news feeds has increased by 360% compared to last year. So what does all this mean for small business owners? Well, it means that you need to start producing online videos that you can upload to YouTube and videos that you upload to Facebook. Both, separately. I don't recommend putting YouTube videos on Facebook because Facebook has its own thing and they've got their own algorithm, and you are going to reach many more people if you upload it directly to Facebook. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. Video is a powerful marketing tool because it's going to help you to generate leads and sales, whether you're a solopreneur or a Fortune 100, Fortune 500 company. And if you're still not convinced, here's a few more statistics for you to try emphasize. So according to ComScore, 64% of website visitors are more likely to buy a product on an online retail site after watching a video. And in addition, visitors who view videos stay on the site an average of 2 minutes longer than those who don't view videos. So that's pretty wild, isn't it? And here's more proof from Animoto. This is I don't know if you've heard of it, but they're a video creation application. They do kind of like animated videos that you can put together. And they recently surveyed 1,051 U.S. consumers about the significance of video. And what they found is that 80% of U.S. consumers say videos explaining how products and services work are important when learning about companies. 56% believe that if a company has a website, it should have video. See, you need to get video. And 56% say customer testimonials are important when purchasing products or services. And those customer testimonials should be gotten on video. When you have actually someone, because it's good to have regular print testimonials on your website, but if you can have a video of one of your clients and one of your customers actually speaking and telling about how your particular product or service benefited them, well, that's just golden. You're going to be awesome. So I wanted to share a few other statistics and things about video and just some other things that you need to know about it and why it is so important. And in fact, in the next 3 years, it's actually predicted to reach 79% of all internet traffic. And businesses are starting to capitalize this. They're expected to spend nearly 13 billion with a B on video marketing by 2018. So why do you really need it? Let's talk about this a little bit more. Well, 4 times as many consumers would rather watch a video about a product than read about it. And 1 in 4 consumers lose interest in a company if it doesn't have video. So again, you can see video is tremendously important. Also, 59% of consumers find it helpful to watch a product video more than once before making a purchase. So because let's face it, people don't always get convinced right away that they're going to buy something. So if you can have a video, that'll give them a chance to be able to watch it over and over again. And then they'll finally say, okay, well, you know what? Yeah, they've convinced me and I get the message and I understand now that I really do need to do it. So I hope by now you're convinced you need to start doing video. So what are you going to do with the video? Where are you going to put this video? Well, one way, excellent way to use video is actually in your email marketing. Now you can't, I think there are some email platforms that will allow you to actually embed a video in it, but most won't. But there's a great way around this. Now, for instance, I have MailChimp, and I can put like a screenshot of a video that I've done and say that I've uploaded on YouTube. I can put it in my email and I can have the link attached to it so that then all anyone has to do is just click on that picture and then it will take them out of the email and it will take them to YouTube or Wistia or wherever you want to, or Vimeo, any one of these video hosting sites. That way then they'll be able to watch the video. And here's why this is so important. Consumers are nearly 50% more likely to read email newsletters that have links to the video. And more than half of consumers have already watched a company video that came through email. So definitely think about how you can incorporate video into your email marketing because it will really be a benefit to you. Now, of course, social media is naturally the perfect place for you to be able to put videos. As I said before, you can upload videos directly to Facebook, and Facebook has been really pushing video right now because I know I just read an article the other day about some changes that they've been making, and because they've got they're really wanting you to be able to emphasize it on your business page, on your timeline, and with a tab and all that great stuff. So, and here's kind of what's great about this is that, 84% of all consumers said that they have liked a company video in their newsfeed, and nearly half of all consumers, or about 48%, have personally shared a company video on their profile. So that's awesome, because if you create a video that is really engaging and interesting, then somebody could share that video, post it on their own personal profile, and that is just going to open your video up to a whole new set of people that you weren't even planning on. So you've got a potential new audience and potential new customers even more because of the fact that you went ahead and engaged in video. And I will tell you, and this will be probably a future podcast episode, we'll get into advertising a little bit, because I've been doing a lot working and dealing with Facebook advertising, for instance, is that videos are very powerful in advertising. So if you're going to do Facebook ads, if you can use a video in that, it's going to do, I can almost guarantee you're going to get a lot better results from that ad if you are using video than just using like just a plain still image or a graphic. Now, here's a couple more statistics about how we can use this and why it's important. 9 out of 10 consumers watch at least one video on their desktop per week, and a majority of consumers watch at least one video on mobile, on their smartphones and their smart devices. So that's awesome to be able to do. Now, I talked earlier about customer testimonials are helpful. So here's just a little quick tip about how that you can really get a good customer testimonial video that you could put on your website. You could put it on your Facebook page. So you want to make sure is that in fact, if you can actually suggest to them a little bit, you want to have them first introduce themselves and to say, I'm so-and-so with this company, and then just have them give a brief, 1 minute is all they need to do and say about how your product or service benefited them. And that's going to make an awesome testimonial. So the other types of videos that you could have, on your website, for instance, would be talking about how your product is made or talking a little bit more about the services that you offer. And you could have a video that is all about your company as well, where you could, instead of just having that About Us page, you could actually put a video on there as well. And as I mentioned before, I'm not sure I mentioned this, but I'm going to mention it now, is that you want to keep it short. Okay, nearly 2/3 of consumers prefer videos that are under 60 seconds. So I know you're thinking, oh my gosh, how the heck am I going to do a video in under 60 seconds? Well, here's the thing. Think about what you want to say first in your video, and just keep it to one main point. If you can keep it to just covering one main point, then you should be able to nail it in under 60 seconds. So that's my spiel today. And so I hope that you're convinced about why video is so important. And actually, what I know, I went through and I just shared with you a whole bunch of statistics, didn't I? Probably overwhelmed you, I'm sure. Well, here's some good news. You know where I got these from? I got them actually from a fantastic infographic that Animoto, I mentioned earlier today, that Animoto put together. So I will include a link to that infographic in the show notes so that you will be able to look at it and really take a good look at this. And especially if maybe you are also a marketer out there and you are looking to be able to offer video to your clients, this will give you some some good stats that you can share with those potential clients and explain to them, this is why you need to be doing video. So, if you got a lot of value out of today's podcast, I encourage you to please do me the kindest favor and leave me a review and rate me on iTunes and also on Stitcher Radio. We are now on Stitcher Radio. Yeah. So if you use that platform, I would love for you to leave a review for me there as well. And make sure that you go ahead and visit my website, gloriarand.com, where you can get a lot more information about the different services that I offer small businesses, things like social media training and SEO copywriting. So I would love to be able to work with you if you are needing some help with your website or your business. I would love to be able to talk with you about that. And if you have any questions or comments, hit me up on Twitter. My username is @GloriaRand, and if you use the hashtag WriteSellSucceed, and that is WRITE, Sell Succeed, I will know that that's how you found out about me and that you've been listening to the podcast. So I will leave it at that for today, and I'm just so glad to be sharing this information with you, and I'm so glad that you are part of the community here. So until next time, I am Gloria Rand, wishing you all peace, love, and prosperity.
Thanks for listening to the Write, Sell, Succeed podcast. Want more information? Visit gloriarand.com. And don't forget to follow Gloria on Twitter @GloriaRand. Let Gloria know you're listening. Use the hashtag WriteSellSucceed.